Hello, this is Riley Porter, your... Hold on, I'm going to try one more time. Let's raise this up a little bit here. Okay. Hello, this is Riley Porter with Seattle Sumo. You are listening to a commentary track for the 1964 Haru Basho, Day 7. The video coverage for this tournament can be found on the Japan Sumo Association's YouTube channel. There will be a link for that below, and you'll need to have a $9 monthly membership to access said coverage. As usual, I'll come backwards from 3, 3, 2, 1. As I hit the N in 1, I'll click play on the video coverage. You'll do the same, and we'll be in sync for the day. And without any further ado, I'll start the countdown and get us going. 3, 2, 1. Futabayama, Taiho, Chiano Fuji, Archive. Alright, nearing the halfway mark of the Basho. Some people are still filing into their seats here. Shinyumaku Tamanoshima is up against Juryo visitor Ogiyama. It's their first time meeting. Tamanoshima needs every win he can get here. He's struggling a little bit here on his top division debut. Pushing to the chest is Tamanoshima, following up with some thrusts, but cutting inside with the right is Ogiyama. He's got a shallow grip here with the left. Now he cuts in deep with the left. He's got Morozashi, but Tamanoshima keeps moving with the legs and manages to crush out Ogiyama. So Tamanoshima gets a third win, his first, and wins his first encounter with Ogiyama. Pretty good effort here from Tamanoshima. Good Dayashi, good consistent forward movement, even as his stance was kind of eaten away at. Wakanaruto, he's even so far. 3-3 is up against Sawa Hikari, who had his winning streak broken yesterday by Ogi no Hana. It's a 5-1 head-to-head in Sawa Hikari's favor, so he should be able to get back on track here. Low star from Sawa Hikari, good Otsuke, blocking Wakanaruto's arm from getting too far inside here. Not quite able to get inside with that right as Wakanaruto. He's reaching for it, though. He keeps trying to cut in. Sawa Hikari keeps pushing in. Looks like he's got a shallow grip now with the left. Hiking up Wakanaruto's belt here, pretty outside, or pretty loose on the outside layer, I mean to say. Now Sawa Hikari's got both the outside right and the shallow, or the middle left grip, I should say. So wrenching the belt into Wakanaruto's chest there. Wakanaruto still not able to get into the belt. Sawa Hikari's doing pretty well to protect himself. It looks like Wakanaruto's gotten a shallow right. No, not quite. He'd like to. Sawa Hikari's keeping him from getting anywhere near the belt. Now Sawa Hikari gets in deep left and drives and crushes out Wakanaruto. Yoritaoshi. So Sawa Hikari did indeed get back on track. Back to winning ways after a bit of a stumble yesterday. So he's in very good form, Sawa Hikari. Excellent Otsuke. Good work protecting his belt in this bout. The Tokitsukaze babyface continues to dazzle here in Haru. Clean up the dirt off the edges there. Aono Sato is up against Shinyumaku Asasegawa. It's their first time meeting. Asasegawa, like Tamanoshima, struggling a bit coming into today. Hard charge, but doesn't move back Aono Sato much. Aono Sato's got the outside right. Wants to drive in as quickly as possible to move out Asasegawa. Asasegawa circles the ring, moves in, but Aono Sato pulls on the belt there. Now Asasegawa's on his heels and pushed out by Aono Sato with one little shove there at the end. So Aono Sato pretty well in control for the bout. Good handling on the belt there. Breaks even, moves to his 4th win of 7 matches. Asasegawa drops to his 5th loss, so looking a little more likely to drop out of the division after his debut. Now Dewa Nishiki is up against longtime rival Tsurugamine. It's a 15-13 head-to-head in Tsurugamine's favor. Tsurugamine hops across the line, goes in deep with the right, looking to establish a shallow left, and instead goes for a Morozashi, finishing Dewanishiki Yorikiri. So, Tsurugamine very much in form there. Works his way inside, as he likes to, and Dewanishiki pretty much just receives the attack and gets pushed out. So, Tsurugamine moves to 5-2. Not doing too badly at all here in week 1. The sole representative for Izutsu stable here in the top division. Wakahaguro, yet to pick up his first win, is up against Fusanishiki. They're both experienced pushers. Should take this head on. And they do, but a bit of a dodge here from Wakahaguro after the initial charge. Now pushing up on the throat of Fusanishiki. Fusanishiki really leaning in hard here. Doesn't want to get pulled down, but brings it chest to chest. Trying to close the distance is Fusanishiki. Wakahaguro trying to keep him off, but Wakahaguro is moving backwards now. Fusanishiki moves inside Morozashi and finishes Wakahaguro Yorikiri. So Fusanishiki beats the bigger man in the Oshi battle. Wakahaguro still yet to pick up a win. He's on his 7th loss already after 7 days and could get a very quick Makekoshi losing record. Fusanishiki moves to 3 wins, not too bad. Wakatenryu is up against Maedagawa. It's a 3-0 head-to-head in Maedagawa's favor. He charges hard, but is slipped by Wakatenryu, who steps to the side and pushes down on the neck of Maedagawa. A quick Tsukiotoshi win there for Wakatenryu. So that's his first victory against Maedagawa in 4 attempts. Toyokuni is up against Tama Arashi, the senior wrestler from Kata Onami, Tamanoshima stablemate. Toyokuni gets to pushing at the throat, but Tama Arashi breaks past the arms here, is pulling on the left arm, but Toyokuni is bearing down on him, and Tama Arashi runs out of time. Toyokuni crushes him out. Yoritaoshi moves to 4-3. Tama Arashi falls to 5-2. Oh, some Kenshoken that Toyokuni forgot to collect. Resumes his Sankyo. Here comes the envelope. And very quick to collect. So Toyokuni not in too bad a shape. Keeps moving forward, keeps up the attack. Even as Tama Arashi means to close the distance. Tama Arashi, meanwhile, looks to have seriously hurt some part of his left leg. So hopefully he'll be able to continue this contest and isn't too badly hurt. Udagawa is up against Wakanami. A couple of lightweight grapplers. Wakanami moves for a Morozashi. He's deep inside and lifts, but a bit of a leg trip there from Udagawa keeps him from finishing the job. Udagawa moves inside with his left. Now they're both inside left, outside right. Another lifting attempt from Wakanami turns to something of a Nuwatenage as he tosses Udagawa across the bales. So Wakanami gets his 5th win, looking pretty good. The lightest man in this division. Representing, of course, Tatsunami stable, hence the Nami in the name. Kane no Hana is up against Amatsukaze. It's a 5-4 head-to-head in Kane no Hana's favor, so relatively even. And a hard charge, a little bit of a kachiage from Kane no Hana, smashing with the forearm, following it up with some thrusts to the chest. And a Tsukiotoshi, or Tsukitaoshi rather, or Tsukidashi, either way, a thrust out. Kane no Hana moves to his 3rd win. So picking up the pace here. Amatsukaze not doing so hot, 1-6 now, coming out of day 7. It's Ogi no Hana in very good shape this Basho up against Haguro Gawa, who's looking much better than his last outing in Hatsu, certainly. In low is Ogi no Hana, cutting inside with the left, and great Dayashi just keeps moving forward as he's closed the distance, thrusting in with his torso there. and finishes Hagorogawa Yoritaoshi. So, Ogi no Hana moves to 6-1. Hagorogawa drops to 4-3. Ogi no Hana looking very good here in this basho, representing Daiwano Umi stable well. Ogi comes from his hometown, Ogi, in Saga Prefecture. The Hana, I believe, would be a reference to the old stable master for Daiwano Umi, Tsune no Hana, former Yokozuna. Halftime marks are moving in a new set of Shinpan, ringside judges, to judge the latter half. There's Futagoyama Oyakata, the former Waka no Hana, taking his seat here. In between a couple of Dikishi. And here's Tatsudagawa Oyakata, the former Kagami Sato, a Yokozuna rival of Waka no Hana during the 50s. Now an elder with Tokitsukaze stable. Here's Iwakaze. Despite the Kaze in the name, he's from Wakamatsu stable. Not to be confused with the Tokitsukaze Dikishi. Up against Kainoyama. Low start as usual for Iwakaze. Kainoyama moves inside for Morozashi. He secures it. Drops his hips, drives in, and finishes Iwakaze Yorikiri. So the technical Dikishi Kainoyama finally catches a break. Things sync up for him. The game plan comes together. He beats Iwakaze with a strong Yorikiri. Kainoyama is the sole representative for a Onogawa stable in this top division. There's a few Dikishi here that are alone without a fellow Makunochi Dikishi. Well, here is Fujinishiki, like Wakahaguro, yet to win a match. Let's see if he can make the difference where Wakahaguro couldn't today. Up against Kiyokuni, struggling a little bit here on his Sekiwake debut. Head bonking start here. Fujinishiki gets to thrusting. Kiyokuni tries to secure the belt, but no dice. Fujinishiki is the first to grapple the Mawashi. And now Kiyokuni finally gets inside with that left. They're in the middle of the ring here. Well, this should favor Kiyokuni, certainly. Fujinishiki is a pusher first, a grappler distant second. Kiyokuni here's where he wants to be. It's inside left, outside right for both Dikishi. Kiyokuni breaks the grip a bit there, drops his hips, hikes up the belt, finishes Fujinishiki Yorikiri. So Kiyokuni moves to 3-4 on his Sekiwake debut. Not too bad at all. Fujinishiki, meanwhile, drops to his 7th straight loss. So Takasago's top Dikishi is not looking so hot at the moment. Isegahama's top Dikishi, meanwhile, is hanging in there. Now it's Daigo up against Hagoroyama. It's a 14-6 head-to-head in Daigo's favor. So certainly looks like the, I suppose the favorite in this match. Hagoroyama's not exactly in great shape this basho, based on his score here. Very low charge from Daigo. Almost slips downward, it seemed, but he cuts inside with the right now, a bit of a grip flip. So they're both inside right, outside left, but Hagoroyama's inside right is not very firm here. Daigo is a bit taller and is extending his torso to keep Hagoroyama's arms off him. Well, Sekiwake seems to be in control here. Daigo's got a very firm grip on the belt. Seems to be in decent health, this basho. One would assume it's a matter of time. He drops in, bit of a Sorogake there to kind of secure things. Trips up on the leg as he sends Hagoroyama out Yorikiri. So Daigo moves to 5-2. Looking pretty solid. Means to stay here at the Sekiwake rink. Does Hanakago Stable's senior wrestler, Daigo. Hagoroyama, 1-6. Moving very quickly to a Makekoshi. Speaking of, Kitano... my bad, I got the head-to-head messed up here. Kitano Fuji, Shin Komusubi is up against Kitabayama. Both with Kita in the name because both are from Hokkaido, northernmost prefecture in Japan. Sumo powerhouse of the day. And a powerhouse of this basho is Kitabayama, an Ozeki who's 6 straight wins and jumps the gun here. So we'll try the Tachiai again. Kitano Fuji will be able to hit the mark here. He's got to move off a strong tachiai. He does, gets to thrusting away at Kitabayama, keeping the Ozeki well away from his belt, but Kitabayama closes the distance. He's got the outside right now, inside left, and he finishes Kitano Fuji Yorikiri. So Kitano Fuji, good placement on the hands there. Came out Moro Tezuki, both hands out, thrusting at the chest of Kitabayama, but Kitabayama holds on. His strong core and lower body keeps him in the ring, and he fishes his way inside and finishes Kitano Fuji from there. Big height difference between the two. Kitabayama a bit shorter, and so once he's closed the gap, it's not really very easy to maneuver for Kitano Fuji. Here's Kitano Fuji's senior stablemate, Sadano Yama. And Ozeki here is already kind of out of Yusho contention here with his 4-2 score up against Wakamiyama, the youngest and heaviest man in this division, representing Tatsunami Stable. Of course, it's their first time meeting, being that Sadano Yama's been around for a while. Hard charge from Sadano Yama, tries to hook inside with the right. He's inside, but not too close to the belt. It looks like he's Morozashi now, or at least was a moment ago, but now his left is on the outside, cupping the elbow here of Wakamiyama, who's trying to keep the arm locked up, but Sadano Yama has fished a deep inside right, and then pulls away very quickly, dishing that grip and pulling down Wakamiyama with the outside left. So Wate Dashinage, you might call that some kind of Dashinage. Definitely seemed to pull down. Sadano Yama handles the big man pretty well, moves to 5-2. Wakamiyama drops to 3-4. Sadano Yama is looking a little better as the Basho progresses. Did not have a very strong opening. Tsune Nishiki. Another no-win Dikishi. The last two no-win Dikishi to go up this on today's schedule did not change their fortunes. Let's see if Tsune Nishiki can. He's up against Yutakayama and Ozeki on 6-0. And they've had one meeting that he's won. So Tsune Nishiki's already inside with the left. Yutakayama is as well. And tosses out Tsune Nishiki. Yorikiri. Well, not too shocking. Yutakayama is like twice the size of Tsune Nishiki. So even if Tsune Nishiki was in great form and Yutakayama was not, might have gone the same way, in all honesty. Who's to say? But Yutakayama collects some Kenshokin, goes 7 straight wins. Tsune Nishiki, should he lose tomorrow's bout, will have his Makekoshi. Alright, our last Ozeki for the day, Tochi Hikari, is up against Wakachichibu. Lossless. 3 lossless Dikishi, continued the trend. Will Wakachichibu join them? We'll see. It's an 11-9 head-to-head in Tochi Hikari's favor, so close enough. But things would favor the Ozeki today, certainly. And not quite able to get started here. Wakachichibu froze up here at the Tachiai, so I'll try again. Tochi Hikari definitely seems a bit more eager at the moment. And a good charge from Wakachichibu. Cuts in with the left there. Tochi Hikari's got the outside right and just drops his hips, drives in, finishes Wakachichibu. Yorikiri. So Wakachichibu, something is ailing him, certainly it seems, even when he gets the Tachiai right, he doesn't seem to be able to do much with it. So he moves to 7 straight losses. Tochi Hikari, meanwhile, moves to 4-3. So back on a winning trend here. Tochi no Umi, Shin Yokozuna, is up against Kairyu Yama from the Isegahama stable. Low charge, cutting inside with the right is Tochi no Umi. Kairyu Yama doesn't seem to be able to get much of a grip of any kind going. And still somehow manages to pull down the Yokozuna. So Kairyu Yama grappling with the arms there to try to break the grip, and then I well, he was successful. Pulling down Tochinoumi, picking up a gold star, and putting the Yokozuna on a 4-3 win-loss record coming out of day 7. So a struggling bit on his debut here, certainly is the Yokozuna. Now, Komusubi Myobudani, Miyagino Stable's senior man for the Basho, is up against Kashiwado, a Yokozuna in good form, 6 straight wins from day 1. 4-3 head-to-head in Kashiwado's favor. Jumping to the side is Myobudani, but to no avail. Kashiwado does an about, catches him, and pretty quickly hustles him out. So Kashiwado, 7th straight win, in good form here. And I was talking about Seoul rep Rikishi, and Kashiwado is one of those Seoul rep Rikishi, the Seoul rep for Issei no Umi stable. Speaking of, I believe Taiho is also, at this point, the Seoul representative for Nishonoseki stable. A lot of strong Rikishi, without a fellow Makunochi wrestler at their stable. Not Hirokawa, though. Hirokawa's got a couple stablemates in this division. Taiho's on a winning run. He's had one meeting with Hirokawa. He's won that. Hirokawa, will he be able to push his way to victory? Hard charge. But Taiho's got the outside right and pretty quickly tosses down Hirokawa. So the Yokozuna overwhelms another opponent. Taiho, it seems only the very strongest will be able to even put a dent in him this time out. His winning streak continues. He's coming off a Zensho Yusho, and there's really no sign of stopping in his momentum. The runaway Taiho train continues its high-speed charge down the rails. And hey, there's the former Asashio sitting patiently as the rest of the audience files out. Well, thank you for joining me.